Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Virgo for the week of May 29th, 2023. Sorry I'm late on these. I've been going through it. One of my my only gay husband has passed away. So, and it was so nice too because he had dialysis and he had a quadruple bypass, and every experience, every mannerism, everything that we shared together when I was in Massachusetts, like in my 20s, he remembered, kept, and would share it to his husband, and it was beautiful. And it was like, oh my God, that's our song. No, that's our. I'm like, okay, all right. So you were like his first husband. I was his wife. Okay, I was his gay wife, and he remembers me all way too much. It was just so beautiful. And before his passing, God gave me his husband in his life to console each other, I guess. And it was just beautiful how God works, and just puts people in your path. And and I was even there the hour before Noli found him, and it was just like, and I was talking to him, and he was talking about taking him to his doctor's appointments. That was hard. So anyways, show your love and support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And don't ask me when the monthly horoscopes are coming up. This has been such a tumultuous year for me. Divorce, now this. It's like, I am so spent right now. I am so spent. So anyways, my Virgos, Pallas in the 12th house in the sign of Leo is forming a kite energy with the 3rd, 12th, 9th, and 10th house. Change is happening this week. We also, not only do we have a kite energy there, we have Neptune forming a kite energy as well. The South Node forming a kite energy. The Earth in the sign of Sagittarius forming a fire trine, Saturn forming a water trine. So we have a lot, even though we're going through it at this time because Mars in your 12th house is still not well aspected. We're going through changes at this time, but this change is for the best, So, and it's not like really powerful changes because we have a stellium in Taurus now. We have a little bit of energy left in, like, we're starting to have a stellium in Leo. Little bit of, like, we have more fire than usual, so we're seeing a lot of changes happening this week. So there could be like a lot of endings of certain cycles and stuff like that going on in your life at this time. So this is a time when you're inspired by others to grow and to kind of follow their path at this time because it looks like it's working for them. So why not you try? Or it could be a situation where you're that Virgo that overthinks things, been living with their parents, living with their parents for years. You're in your 30s, and now you're kind of getting the gumption to kind of change. And some of you, you're finally like leaving a relationship or ready to step out into the unknown and step out into your comfort zone, out of your comfort zone during this time period, and really help yourself and make some changes because you're inspired by what everybody around you is doing at this time. Those of you in your 50s, you've been doing that. So it's not you, it's everybody else, like probably like 45 and under, who are starting to be like, okay, I kind of need to do me at this time kind of situation. So I got you. All right. But this is a great time for those of you who are motivational speakers, life coaches, anything with communication, really, counselors, therapists, social services. You benefit through these energies, or if you are these energies, a great time for you. You help others turn their life around at this time, or this could be you as a friend just turning somebody's life around for the better with the conversations that you have this week. A great time to think outside the box with quick thinking. For some of you, you can be running out of stuff at work and find creative ways to fill the orders that you got, or make some new creations at this time for some of you, or you can be creating order out of chaos. For some of you, the focus is more towards your health health, but you can have a bunch of false starts when it comes to starting something new or making changes in your life, or like, quitting getting drunk all the time and sobering up, or dieting at this time. So there could be, because it's Memorial Day weekend in the States and whatever holidays you guys are celebrating in other countries, it could be like a bunch of false starts when trying to change, okay? You can be making steady progress towards your long-term goals. This is a time where you can be more focused on your responsibilities, from work to partners at work to your family. You can be more in leadership positions. You can be receiving guidance and advice from those who are older than you, and especially the men in your life. So like a father figure or an uncle could be giving you advice, or an older brother. You have an earth trine happening with the 1st, 5th, and 9th house on Tuesday. This could be dealing with positive time for communications. You're more analytical in your way of thinking. You're learning something new and delving into your hobbies and learning something new about your hobbies, updating yourself on the latest and greatest in technology. Something new is coming up and you're excited about throwing yourself into your work, or maybe this is new technology that you're using for your social media page, your creative projects, your website. Others will look to you now for leadership more than usual. You project confidence and success. Relationships with men and authority figures should be improved at this time. If you search yourself, you will find that your perspective is broadening. There is often an increased openness to ideas and cultural lifestyles that you don't normally encounter. There is a very successful time for investments and financial dealings. You can be analytical in your way of thinking, and difficult time putting yourself in other people's shoes. So you can be butting heads with other people, or really getting into it with others, because you know how y'all are. You don't put yourself in other people's shoes. So that's a lesson for you. Or you don't like giving other people advice, and all they do is complain anyways. It is hard for you to put yourself in someone else's shoes at this time, because you just want them to get over it at this time while you're enjoying your good energy. And you kind of just don't want, you're kind of like a little bit selfish with your energy as well. So you don't want other people to emotionally dump on you, which I don't blame you. But at the same time, you got to think about how many times you have dumped on that one friend. So, be discerning with your giving energy at this time, and try to be there for others, and just try to be a listening ear. On Wednesday, you may be going through profound changes in your belief systems or philosophies. Legal issues tend to progress favorably. You may have some success at getting ahead in life. You may be given authority or influence and have the power to make changes now that benefit others. This is an excellent time for dealing with authorities. Legal issues and settlements will tend to be in your favor. You can be trying to pick and choose your battles with other people because you need something from them and they need something from you. So you're really trying to be very cooperative. This could be like co-parenting at this time, and you're trying to be as cooperative as possible. And it could be like very fragile, because it could be like you made arrangements with this person, verbal arrangements, but not in the court system. And this could be like dealing with, like, for some of you, like alimony and stuff like that. So certain things at this time, like with children and divorces, could be very tricky. You can be slowly trying to reconnect with certain people in your life that live in different states or countries, or that live 1 hour away from you. It could be very little to no communications with this person, but you're trying very little to get the gumption to make an attempt to reach out to this person, because this person may be the kind of person that you normally don't talk to, or that you disassociated yourself with for whatever reason, drugs, addiction issues. This person is that family member that is always wanting something from you, or even someone in your life that's like famous or an influencer, and let's say you are that influencer or famous, and you don't want this person to like really ride your coattails, but at the same time you miss this person, and you're trying to post things about on social media, and you're trying to pretend you're unbothered by situations, even though you really could say something, but you don't. You may have to scale back on projects because of financial reasons, or because your routine is changing and things are becoming a lot more busy for you. So it's very hard. So the projects that you started during the Mercury retrograde, you could be ending now. So projects that you started in April, those could be coming to an end at this time. Mercury is also officially direct today as well. You may have to scale back on projects like I said, because you don't have enough time. You may not be making important deadlines. Conservative individuals may be opposed to your ideas or try to inhibit you in some kind of way, or you're dealing with a Taurus at this time, or even a Scorpio that's trying to shame you with this energy, so be careful with that. So you can't really like speak up. For some of you, you can have legal issues in different countries or different states, or you could be dealing with red tape and trying to get over in another country at this time. So be careful with like your visas and your passports at this time. Thursday, you need to watch your emotional self. You can't let your emotional self run and get the best of you. You're trying to second guess other people, or you're trying to predict other people's next moves. For some of you, try not to be so much in your head and about the facts. This can be a good time to seek a counselor or therapy to help you process your emotions. Some of you, depend what's going on in your chart, can cause a little paranoia and fear because of Saturn and Pisces at this time, and a bunch of things creating slippery slopes in your head at this time that are not even true. So at this time, be careful with this energy, because sometimes if you have like a stellium in Libra, and depends where, in what positions these things are, it can cause paranoid schizophrenia. So, be kind to your mental self. Try to give the brain something to do. Get counseling. I love therapy. I love psychiatrists, because they really help you, and they really, if you go through the process, give it 3 months, they really help you transform your life around. And they're just so, I just love them. Okay, so this is something to think about while you're going through it, because sometimes we do need somebody to talk to. I would be careful about the facts. This would be a great time to seek mental health, mental help, to delve into your spirituality, help ground yourself at this time. It's not the easiest time for you emotionally. Saturn does go retrograde in June, so it's going to be in your 7th house of relationships. So relationships could really suffer at this time. It can cause schizophrenia, okay, and especially paranoid schizophrenia, where you feel like people are stalking you and following you and all this stuff is happening, and it's not. Okay, so just really be careful with yourself, and be careful with knowing what is fact and what is fiction, because there's going to be a situation with the job where you're going to be going, oh my God, they're like, they don't like me, they don't like this, they don't like that. And it's going to, that kind of conversation of assuming what people like or don't like is going to really drive you crazy. So you may want to think, if it's not giving you peace, you need to leave the situation for your peace, okay? Our jobs are part of our journey a little bit. I think it's there to give us something to do, but it's not who we are, So you need to cultivate that peace at this time, alrighty? Then Friday, you may receive good news from your superiors, possibly in a form of promotion. It is also a great time for those of you in media and social media or public speaking. At this time, you need to be careful what you obligate yourself to. I feel like for some of you, somebody may not be very honest with you, or they could be doing half-truths, or they could be like telling stories at this time. So don't believe everything that you hear with this energy, especially with this person. I feel like at this time here, you can, somebody can be pulling on your heartstrings. So again, don't believe everything you hear, because somebody could be talking you out of your money at this time, or it could be a situation you don't want to get involved in, and you may feel like this person is contradicting themselves and not making any sense, and then you're involved in this complicated drama on Friday, and you're like, oh my God. So there is some trickery afoot, okay? This could be like a client trying to get drugs out of you, if you are a doctor or a nurse, and stuff like that, and trying, how they do. Or this could be, a friend trying to get money out of you, and you're refusing to give them money because they're trying, like a lot of us, some people are dealing with drugs at this time, and having a hard time paying for their drugs. So they could be trying to get money out of you, or trying to get other people to take care of their children and stuff like that. Things like that could be happening during this time period. So I would be really careful with dealing with other people, all right? Let me see. Whew. Okay, the first card to come up with is the 8 of Coins, obsessive thinking. For some of you, you could be throwing yourself into your career at this time with this energy. You could be overthinking certain situations with this energy. The 8 of Cups, you're over certain situations and you're ready to walk away. This could be reevaluating your responsibilities in life at this time. And maybe you have taken on too much responsibilities, and now because of all these trainings that we're having, you want to be more about your freedom at this time, and you kind of want to
do your own thing. You really want to walk away from a situation, but children or your emotional attachment is keeping you where you are at this time. The Knight of Wands brings about new beginnings and new people coming into your life with this energy here as you walk away from this situation. The King of Coins, I feel like you can be dealing with an earth sign coming into your life, or this could be you being very analytical about things with this energy here. A great time for business picking up for you. The Nine of Coins talks of a move or traveling coming up for some of you this week. The Four of Cups, I feel you're delving inward. This can be a time of introspection. You may have a lot to think about, or you could be overthinking things at this time, so be careful with this energy. For some of you here, this is delving into self-care, and this is taking better care of your emotional self. With this energy, I feel like for some of you, if you are moving, this is an auspicious time because you're really breaking the energy. You know, it's like in feng shui, when you go sleep in a different bed in a different state or at a hotel, you tend to break the energy of wherever you are. So right now at this time, you're breaking the energy and you're moving somewhere else during this time period. And I feel like it's going to be very auspicious for you because you're going to find a lot of beautiful changes are going to come your way because of this breaking the energy. The Nine of Swords, dealing with depression. You are ready to end a cycle and move on, but at the same time, you're not ready to move on just yet. So this could be your emotional attachments, guilt, keeping you where you are at this time, feeling like you need to do certain things with this energy. So you could be feeling very confused at this time about the choices that you made already, and you could be feeling like I shouldn't have made these choices because you could be going back and forth on certain things that are going on in your life at this time. This could also be facing your fears with this energy. For some of you, this could be indecisive about getting married at this time, and then deciding, I don't want to get married to this person with this energy, because Pluto is about ready to go to retrograde, back into Aquarius, back into Capricorn. So we're thinking I could find somebody better. So after June 6th, we could find a lot of Virgos breaking engagements at this time because they feel like they can do better, and they don't feel like this they don't want to settle for less at this time because Pluto is going to go into retrograde in Capricorn, and the theme song is I think I can do better. Okay, the Justice card, major decisions are coming up. For some of you, this could be dealing with court at this time. For others of you, you have some difficult decisions that you're not so sure that you're ready to make, so you're really weighing your options about things, but I feel like you will make a decision either after the 6th or when Saturn goes retrograde, because when Saturn goes retrograde, it's opposing your first house with your 7th house. You're going to become super critical, and wherever it is that you're not happy at, you're going to remove it, or you're going to remove yourself from the situation. The Hangman card, indecision, something really heavy on your mind, so you may not make any decisions at this time, and that's okay. Give yourself time to think about what you're doing. The Fool card, I feel like this is a beautiful time period to really delve into meditation, because you can find that you will restore your joy when you delve into meditation. The Knight of Cups, blessings onto the universe. I feel as I connect with this energy, certain things in your life this week are going to happen very fast. And this could be like certain doors opening for you. This could be jumping into a new relationship at this time. And you could be like really in love with this person and just like, really jump into this relationship. So there's a beautiful time for that. The Emperor card, I feel like for some of you benefit through the men in your life, again correlating with the astrology. So this is the older men in your life that you benefit through, and they're going to help you out this week with this energy. The Hierophant card, dealing with a group or organization, a time of introspection with this energy as well. For some of you, this could be dealing with contracts, licensings with this energy. For others of you, this is endings. This could be quitting your job, thinking about quitting your job, thinking about leaving a group or organization, or walking away from a family with this energy. You're very innovative at this time, and you're very creative. For some of you, you're coming up with money-making ideas this week with this energy as well. The Eight of Swords, you're very much in your head. Okay, so watch your emotional self. You're dealing with your responsibilities at this time with this energy as well. For some of you, it has to deal all with your emotional and financial security that you could be dealing with as well. So this could be like an emotionally a difficult time for you, when it comes to thinking about your financial situation or stepping out of your comfort zone because you don't want to lose that financial security, okay? But not to worry. I feel like you need to trust yourself and listen to your own wisdom and advice at this time. The Three of Swords, I feel like there's traveling coming up for some of you, reconnecting with people from your past. This could be thoughts of the past coming up with this energy as well. The Strength card, creating your own reality, getting ready to walk away from a situation because you're not happy in this situation. Okay, I feel you're a perfectionist when it comes to your career with this energy, so you can also be stressing yourself out, and you could be a little bit hard on yourself when it comes to career. So be careful with that because that can cause mental health issues. Okay, so you really need to be careful with your mental health for some of you. I do see money worries. I do see prayers being answered this week as well. So this is a beautiful time for that. So you need to work on letting go or processing whatever it is that is bothering you, or you just kind of need to relax, be more in your present, and go more with the flow at this time. The Five of Swords, I feel like this could be I feel like you're over certain relationships in your life. Like you're just done with them. You just want to walk away from them. I feel like you have nothing in common with this person or these group of people at this time, and you really want to disassociate yourself with them. Or it could be a situation here where you have asked for help for them and they don't want to help you and they just kind of laugh at you. So now you're like over it. And this is a time period here where you're going to try to be more reliable with this energy. And for some of you, you could be going back to school, but you're doing something at this time to help turn your life around. For some of you, you're trying to get an increase in your wages at this time with this energy here, or this could be an increase in your wages coming up during this time period as well. I feel for some of you, this is a big popular energy time for you with this energy. I feel for some of you here, this could be somebody taking advantage of you because they have money or because they can get you somewhere at this time, and especially if you're like a struggling artist. The Sun card, you're a perfectionist, okay? I see you happy on an emotional level. I see new beginnings coming up for you. I feel like for some of you, you're giving past trauma too much life and you're allowing it to inhibit your growth at this time. So wherever you need to go in your life, you are making it stop because you're amplifying your past. You're allowing your past to dictate your future. So you have a very hard time moving forward. This could be a new relationship coming up. You have a hard time moving forward in that because you're scared. What happened? This person rejects me. What happened? This person does this, that, and da-da-da. And the cards are also saying, don't worry about it. Okay? I feel also with this energy here, this energy brings about fun energy, new beginnings. You're a lot about your social life. You could be very much about your play at this time, pleasure-seeking ways with this energy as well. I do see endings coming up with this energy. I do see you dealing with a divorce with this energy or just separating yourself from a situation, group, or people. I do feel that somebody's going to get you in trouble this week, and then you may realize who your friends are and who your friends aren't. The Ten of Cups, your perspective and outlook on life is changing. I feel like your opinion about somebody is also changing at this time. So this could be like settling down. This could be becoming more responsible or taking care of your responsibilities at this time with this energy and needing to buckle down with this energy as well. The Magician card, as above, so below. You're dealing with a liar, a manipulative person. So I would be careful with that. A time for destiny for some of you here with this energy. The Ace of Swords, your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing. Your prayers are going to be answered. You have a lot of influence over other people at this time. I feel like you're going to get what you wish for, so be careful what you wish for because you're going to get it. I do feel like for some of you, you're defending yourself on the internet at this time or with the people at work you're defending yourself with as well. You tend to go off and do your own thing because I feel like there's a lack of communication and nobody's listening to you at this time. So you're like, F it, I'm just going to do me. The Two of Coins, you're indecisive. Things are up in the air with you about what it is that you want to do. And I feel like either in June or July, you're going to make changes in your life with this energy. And then on top of that, North Node goes into Aries. So you can be more about yourself in July with this energy. The World card, I see recognition, success, fame. I feel that you have a lot of, again, emphasis on influence over others, traveling coming up for some of you with this energy, and the Death card. Through traveling, it could bring about change. I feel whatever state or country that you go to this month, that is going to really influence you. You may be trying to move to that state or country after all is said and done, okay? But for some of you, for right now, I do see a move happening with this energy. I do see traveling having a lot of influence on you at this time, or this could be like your world is about ready to get turned around for the better. I love you, my Virgos. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.